You make $3,000 a month, but somehow, by the time the next payday rolls around, your bank account looks like a crime scene. You have no savings, no emergency fund, and that entire paycheck has completely evaporated. A bank account hits zero not because the income is too low, but because the allocation system is broken. This is a mechanical failure in how money moves through your accounts. To fix that, we are going to use a straightforward framework that saves people thousands of dollars without forcing them to give up all their financial enjoyment. It is called the 50-30-20 rule. Imagine your monthly paycheck is this pizza, and you cut it into 3 distinct slices. Each slice has a specific job. 50% keeps you alive, 30% keeps you happy, and the final 20% builds your future. Before we map out your specific numbers, you need 3 things. Pause this and grab your most recent pay stubs, your bank statements from the last 30 days, and something to take notes with. Financial anxiety thrives when your numbers are a mystery. When we map your actual spending to this 3-part framework, we remove the guesswork and turn abstract stress into a very solvable math equation. Step 1 is determining exactly how much income we actually have to allocate. The only number that matters for this system is your strict after-tax income. Let's look at Sarah's spreadsheet. She brings home $5,000 after taxes, sitting at the top. We branch it into exact targets. 50%, $2,500, goes to needs. 30%, $1,500, toward wants. And 20%, $1,000, straight into savings. Now it is your turn. Look at those bank and credit card statements you gathered. Go through the last 30 days and tally up every single dollar that left your accounts. Most people try to skip this step and guess their expenses from memory. When you guess, your brain naturally forgets the small, frequent purchases, which leads to drastically underestimating how much money is actually leaving your account. You have to confront the raw data. A 30-day audit forces you to establish a baseline grounded in your actual behavior, rather than what you wish you were spending. Let's define the boundaries of your 3 categories, starting with the 50% for needs. These are strictly survival-based expenses: rent, utilities, and minimum debt payments, the bills you literally cannot avoid. Next is the 30% for wants. This is the money that makes life enjoyable: eating out, concerts, shopping, and vacations. You could technically survive without these things, but they are what make your lifestyle yours. Here is where most budgets fail. People subconsciously take modern, expensive conveniences and categorize them as mandatory living needs. This sorting interface highlights the problem. That $7 daily coffee is not a need. 3 different streaming subscriptions are not needs. Ordering food delivery because you don't feel like cooking is a want. When you blur these lines, your basic needs start eating up 70% of your income. Finally, we have the 20% for savings and debt payoff. This category is the engine for your future freedom. It includes your retirement accounts, investments, and your emergency funds. A lot of people currently operate without an emergency fund. Without that buffer, a single unexpected event, like a broken alternator on your car, forces you to put the repair on a credit card, dragging you into high-interest debt to cover basic living. This is why the 50-30-20 structure is so effective. It is not about restricting your life or suffering through zero spending. By securing your needs and your future first, the system gives you absolute psychological permission to enjoy the remaining 30% of your income completely guilt-free. Now, you might look at your 30-day audit and realize your basic living expenses already exceed the 50% mark. With current housing and rent prices, that is a common reality, so do not panic. The 50% rule is a long-term target to work toward. It is not an immediate prison sentence. You can make temporary adjustments to your percentages while you actively improve your situation. This checklist shows the actionable levers you can pull. You can lower your fixed costs by getting a roommate or refinancing high-interest debt. Or you can attack the other side of the equation and increase your baseline income with a temporary side hustle. Once your numbers are set, you have to execute, and that is a psychological battle against instant gratification. Your brain wants comfort today, while your future requires discipline tomorrow. Corporations understand this completely. They build frictionless spending tools, send push notifications, and run limited-time deals specifically engineered to trigger an emotional response, because emotional people spend more money. To defend against those triggers and eliminate decision fatigue, you must remove your own willpower from the equation. The smartest thing you can do is automate your finances. This flowchart illustrates exactly how that should look. Set up your accounts so that the moment payday hits, the money is routed automatically. Prioritize that 20% savings transfer immediately before you even log in and see the balance. If you wait until the end of the month and rely on willpower to save whatever is left over, there usually won't be anything there. Automating the system guarantees your future security overrides your present impulses. Look at the numbers you just mapped out. By organizing your income into these 3 distinct lanes, you finally have a clear, realistic map of your financial life. Your next step is to put this into practice. For the next 30 days, commit to tracking every single transaction you make within this new automated system. Assigning your money like this is not about becoming cheap. It is about actively directing your own capital and deciding exactly what your dollars will accomplish. Years from now, you will arrive at one of 2 outcomes. You will either look back with deep gratitude that you took control of your spending today, or you will wonder where all those monthly paychecks vanished. Building wealth requires dictating exactly where every dollar goes before it has the chance to randomly disappear.